My sister was 3 years older, so we were a lot closer. Now she's had a whole different life because she became first interested and then married a man who wanted to be a preacher. And he did that for a little bit, but then just got to the point of being like a lay minister and just very active in various fundamentalist churches. And we were never quite sure how we could get along with her being, and it has become, her being on that side, me being on this side, even though we're family. And so we were out of touch for many years. And she decided to move back to the area, back to Gap, and from New York State. And we just started to kind of, feel our way in and get in touch. And she has just been incredibly supportive. I don't get invited to family functions, but I understand that. And she is walking this really tough line, and I understand that. And I honor that. I don't feel put out that I'm not invited for Christmas dinner, for Thanksgiving, for a summer picnic, That's okay. I don't mind.
I don't have the courage yet to talk to my sister because she is overwhelmingly intense about her Christian faith. And my brother, who he'd left our home when he went to college and just never looked back, and he was a pastor, maybe even a naval chaplain. So his faith was now, like I call it, professional Christian. He definitely was doing that whole experience in life. So I waited another probably year to tell them and came out to them in writing. I didn't do it in person because I was just like, yeah, it's never going to happen. So I did it, and I have these awkward letters that I look back on with what I, received back from them. And, for my sister, it was like, I can't support this, and I do love you, but this is sinful. And, the language of different things like this is just deception, and hopefully the veil of deception will be lifted, and I'll pray for that kind of language. My brother, ironically, as with everything, what is it with husbands and wives? His wife wrote back to me after I came out to them. But she wrote back, and it was kind of funny because she's like, thank you for sharing your lesbianism, about your lesbianism. So at least she, used the same word. But by and large, the response was the same. This is not acceptable. We love you in Christ, because who are we? We're all sinners. And my sin isn't worse than yours, but really it is. But really your sin is worse because it's like the H word, homosexuality.